Okay, hi. I think we're recording now. I'm on my second attempt to make this video since the first one turned out pretty goofy and I was real tired. I did it from a motel room when I was on the road last week and it just didn't really cut the mustard. So anyway, here we are again. I just wanted to say hello to anybody who's watching this and who's kind enough to come into my world, step into my world and see what I'm doing. I got a great new project going on that I'm excited about, and I've been working on it for the last year. Started out writing a bunch of songs out in Wyoming, very inspired by that landscape. Uh, I'm from Vermont, and out here in Vermont, I live in the middle of nowhere, kind of off the grid, which if you don't know what that means that the power line stops about a mile from our house. And so my recording studio is solar powered, generator powered, wind powered, in fact, and that's how this album was created, using alternative energy and pretty much do it yourself from the ground up. So I wrote a bunch of songs. I recorded myself here in the studio. You can see a little bit of the studio back there. I love playing guitar, so there's a lot of my guitar work on this. And some singing. Of course, I sing my songs. And then I decided to bring in some of my friends and add parts that, sometimes I try to play everything, but frankly, it's not always that good. So in this case, I try to be smart, get my friends. I've got Jeff Berlin was really my right-hand man here. He's playing drums, just great, great rhythm player. So we've got drums, and let's see, we've got both there playing some bass parts. And Patrick Ross, fiddler extraordinaire, he's on this project and he's doing some solos for me. So I set these songs up, I leave spaces where I know somebody can come in and do something fantastic. So yeah, let's see, what else can I tell you about this? After the whole thing was recorded, I mixed it. Mixing is a complicated thing that you got to do at the end of the project to make everything. You're basically taking all these sounds and now you've got to recreate them in a sonic landscape so that it sounds real, that it sounds like it's kind of taking everything apart and then putting it all back together. And as I like to say, sprinkling fairy dust on it. So then it gets sent off to the mastering engineer. So this is where my costs come in. Up to this point, I basically haven't paid for much of anything. But mastering is a fancy thing that goes on in a lab down in New York City. Makes it sound really good. And then we send it off to the manufacturing plant. And I hope I'm not boring you. This is just, maybe you want to know a little bit about how this whole thing goes from start to finish. So my costs right now are mastering and production, and that's what you would be helping me with to get this thing actually out the door to you. So thanks for listening. Hope you'll, at least pre-buy an album. That way I can have the money up front to pay for these costs. And there's a few other little rewards and incentives that you could take a peek at on my page. And I look forward to meeting you, talking with you, cooking you dinner, whatever. So take care and thank you.